Good morning, friends. Welcome to yoga. We're going to do a 45-minute practice and it's going to be a real nice slow flow, breath orientated to get everything moving at a nice pace through the body. So I've got my yoga mat, I've got a blanket, you can use a towel, you can fold anything else up like a blanket or a towel to help have your, when you're seated, if to help get a fluid longer spine. So let's begin. Okay, so we'll come down, we'll find a comfortable seat. So I've just got a cushion here and I'm going to put it in between my legs. I'm going to sit in Virasana, so I'm on my knees and then I've got my heels wide on either side of my sit bones and my hips, and I'm sat on the cushion. And I've got a blanket as well, because I like to be snuggly. So I'm sat on my blanket. Okay. Let's begin. So I like to always begin the practice grounding, finding the ground and finding the breath in the body. We'll do that through a couple of minutes of just gentle orientation to the breath. So I'll guide us through. So if you would like to either close your eyes or you can take your gaze down towards the ground, a nice soft gaze with your eyes if you're leaving them open, just so you can go a little bit more inward. So as we begin, just making sure you are completely comfortable and you've got your sit bones are resting on whatever you're sitting on. You could be on a seat even, a chair. So whatever you're sitting on, feel the connection of your sit bones connecting to the surface beneath. And then feel the tailbone in between, anchoring down. And however your feet are contacting the ground, the tops of the feet, the bottoms of the feet, the sides of the feet, really feel all the points of contact of your foot to the ground. And then from here, inhale your shoulders up to your ears, and then exhale them back and down, nice and softly down your back. And let's do that again. Inhale, lift your shoulders up towards your ears, and then exhaling them back and down, gliding down your back, nice and soft, just releasing. And then perhaps tucking your chin in towards your chest just a little bit, finding some length in the back of the neck as your crown of the head is rising up. So you want a fluid spine. It's not rigid, it's not erect. So from your sitting bones, from where your bum's connecting to the seat, however you're sitting, so where your bum, your sit bones are connecting to the seat, your spine is rising up nice and fluidly. Your shoulders are feeling soft on your back. Got a softness around the jaw. The upper jaw releasing from the lower jaw. So a little bit of a gap in between. And then bring your attention to your breath. We'll do 3-part breath, which is 1 long exhale. Inhaling into the lower belly and then the rib cage around the middle and then the top, so up towards your shoulders. So exhale all of your air out of your body, could be audible, and then inhaling through the nose, lower belly expands, the ribs expand, and then the upper chest all the way at the tops of the shoulders. Have a little pause and then a nice long exhale from the top down to the bottom, the way that you came up. And then the inhale comes and your belly swells and fills with the life force energy of your breath. Travels up to your rib cage, either side, and all the way at the tops of the shoulders. Expanding. And then you're going to release the air, nice and slow, all the way down the bottom to the end of the breath, and the belly gathers back to the spine at the end of the breath. Let's do 3 more of those. The inhale comes, the lower belly swells and fills. The ribs, tops of the shoulders, and then exhaling. It's a slow release back down towards the ground. Taking your awareness down, belly gathers back. Inhale and fills your belly and your ribs, the tops of shoulders, and then exhaling. Like grain of sand, coming back down the sand timer. Is that what you call it? The hourglass thing? All the way down to the bottom. Last one. And then inhale, fill your belly, your ribs, and your chest. And then maybe a big audible sigh for this one. And then place your hands on your lap if they've been placed anywhere in your body. And then just noticing the natural ebb and flow of your breath. Maybe it's a bit softer now. A little bit more of a whispering tone to it perhaps. Or maybe not. Just notice. Okay. So now that we've found the ground beneath our bodies and connected to the breath in the body, we'll start to come through our practice. So if you would like to come and lay down on your back, I go for putting the blanket down. You don't have to, but it's just nice to place the back of your body down on the ground. Okay. So from here, bring your feet flat to the ground, and they're going to be about hip distance apart and they're parallel to one another. And you can just about graze the heel of your foot with your middle finger, and perhaps you want them a bit further away. Just see, and then allow your knees to rest on each other, constructive rest pose. And nestle your shoulders in towards one another. And then take a breath into the centre of your chest, into your heart space. Allow it to rise a little bit from the ground. Nestle your shoulders down, and then exhale and find a bit of length in the back of your neck. Softening your jaw. Feeling the crown extend to the top of the mat, the tailbone to the bottom. This is a lovely pose to release the lower back for the psoas muscle, which connects the top half of your body to the lower half of the body. Perhaps take a big breath in, fill your lower belly, and then exhale, release all the air out. Then we're going to inhale and gather that right knee in towards the chest. Put your fingers around your right thigh. Extend your left leg along the ground. The heel's extending away, the toes are pointing the ceiling. And you're just going to bring that right knee towards your right armpit. It's also on the outside of your belly, outside of your chest. And you might want to circle that right foot. And then take it in the other direction. And then bring a nice breath into the lower belly again. So take a big inhale. Feel your belly press against your thigh. And then exhale, release your belly back down towards the ground. And then we'll release that right foot down to the ground. And then we'll put the left foot down to the ground and extend the right heel down along the ground. And bring the left knee in towards the left armpit. The left heel's extending away. And then just making sure it's placed in a safe way. That you're not causing any discomfort in your body. If you are, just back off a little bit. You don't need to squeeze so tight. So extend that right heel towards the bottom of the mat. The right toes are flexing up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale into the centre of your chest. And exhale, spread your right shoulder along the ground if it's hunched up. And then we're taking a breath into the belly. Inhale, fill your lower belly. Feel that expansion. And then exhale, gathers the belly back to the spine.
all the air out. And then we'll bring both knees in and we'll just give them a little, give yourself a little rock from side to side, a little spinal massage. So you're giving yourself a little cuddle, just rocking on the back of your spine. And if you allow the knees to extend away a little bit, you'll get more towards the back of the pelvis and the sacrum. Okay, so we'll do a hamstring stretch before we start moving a little bit further. So we'll extend the right leg along the ground this time. We'll extend the left leg up, any amount, and then interlace your hands behind the back of your left hamstring and extend that heel up towards the ceiling. And here we're doing the same thing in both of the legs. So both hit the right heel, the left heel, they're both extending away. They might look a little bit different from one another, and the toes are flexing. So it's like you're standing that extended leg up towards the ceiling and then the extended leg along the ground to a wall. So your footprint would be flat. And we'll take an inhale and allow that knee to soften down towards the chest. And exhale, exhale all the air out. And then inhale, extend that heel up, extend both heels away, finding some length, opening up the back of that hamstring, the calf, the Achilles. And exhale, release. Inhale, extends that heel up, toes flexing back, push your thigh in your hands. And exhale, soften the knees, soften your shoulders, soften your jaw. Inhale, last one, extend that foot up. And then exhale, releasing it down, shoulders spread. And we'll bring that foot down. We'll release that leg down to the ground. And then we'll put the right foot onto the floor, and then we'll extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. There's always the option, if that's too much to have the extended leg along the ground, that foot can be flat to the floor. And then we're going to interlace the hands behind the right hamstring, and then we'll exhale all the air out and allow everything to be soft and release down to the ground. And when the inhale comes, we'll extend that right heel towards the ceiling and then the left heel towards the bottom of the mat. And then exhale, release. Big muscles here. Inhaling, extending. And then exhaling, releasing. And we'll do one more, and inhale, push your thigh in your hands, extend both of your heels away from your body, flexing your toes. And an exhale, releasing that down. Well done. Bring your knees in again, give yourself a cuddle, have a little rock from side to side. And then we'll come into the fetal position, which is where you lay on your side, like you're in bed, and rest your head on your arm. Put the top hand on the ground. Just take a breath here before we move onto all fours. Big inhale in and exhale, release and sigh. All the air out. And then we'll push into that top hand that's connected to the ground. Slowly bring yourself up. And then we're going to come on all fours. So checking that you've got a nice long side body, so from your hips to your shoulder. I'm just going to roll my blanket back a bit. Okay, and I'm keeping the blanket there for my knees because I like the support. Okay, so from here, I'm just checking down that my wrists are parallel, my wrist creases are parallel at the front edge of the mat. My fingers are spread wide. My wrists are about under my shoulders. And then I've got a neutral spine, so I've got length in the back of my neck. My gaze is down in between my hands. I'm going to curl onto the balls of my feet so that I can open up the plantar fascia on the back. So that's an option, or you can have the tops of the feet flat to the ground. And then we're going to inhale from the tailbone all the way up through the spine. The belly softens down, the heart softens, pulling the heart through the shoulder blades, gaze up. For your cow, and then the exhale, you push down to your hands to round your spine. Gaze goes towards the belly button. Then inhale and pulling your heart through, tailbone up. Gaze forward. And then exhale, round your spine. We'll do 3 more of these. Inhale, pulls your heart through. So slowly waking up the spine. Exhale. all of the air out, pushing down strongly through your hands. Inhale, pulling your hands back towards your knees to pull your heart through, and your gaze forward, tailbone up, and then exhale, round your spine, all of the air out. And then we'll do one more of those, inhaling through, and then exhale, rounds the spine. Then we'll inhale back to neutral. I'm going to take my socks off now, actually. So we'll inhale back to neutral, and we'll extend that right leg back. So the ball of the foot's on the ground. The heel is really extending quite strongly towards the back of the mat. And then we're going to inhale and lift that leg up. And once again, it's like that footprint is standing on a wall at the back of my mat. So the toes are flexing down. And the muscles are ignited. The muscles are hugging to the bone on my leg, on the upper leg and the lower leg. So inhaling, nice and long, and then exhaling, knee to nose, all the air out. Inhaling, stretching long, gaze down, and exhale, knee to nose. We'll pick that up a little bit. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, join head and knee towards one another, finding length and extension. We'll do 3 more. Knee to nose. Inhale, find length. Exhale, all the air out. 2 more. Last one. Inhale and finding length. And then exhale, release. That knee comes down. And then we'll come to the second side. So extend that left leg along the ground, the heel's extending away. We're going to inhale, bring that up, and it's like that footprint is standing on a wall at the back of the mat. Okay, so finding length, you can inhale into your belly, and then exhale, gather it back to the spine, so your core's engaged, and keep that. And then we'll take an inhale, finding length, and then exhale, knee to nose. Inhale and finding length, and exhale, knee to nose. 1 more of those. Inhale, find length, and then exhale, knee to nose. I lied, actually, another one. Inhale, length, and then exhale, knee to nose. Well done. And we'll take the knees wide, the toes can touch. We'll take the bum back to the feet for child's pose. So you can make a pillow with your hands if you've got any bother with your shoulders, or you can extend your arms, allow your forehead to soften down towards the ground, allow your heart to soften, allow your belly to soften. Take a breath here. Fill the whole of your belly, feel your lower back, feel the back of the pelvis as you're expanding all your breathing muscles and creating space around your pelvic bowl. Then exhale, soften everything down and feel your tailbone anchor down. And then we're going to inhale back up to all fours. And then we'll curl onto the balls of the feet. And we're going to come up into our first downward facing dog. So it'll be nice and slow. So let's just check back again with the alignment of the hands. So your wrist creases are parallel. And then we're really going to focus on all of the fingers connecting down towards the ground, especially the thumb and the index finger. And then what we will do now is we'll take an inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, take your bum back to your heels. And then when the inhale comes, keep your nice, long, strong arms pushing down into the ground. And then start to lift your bum up towards the back of the mat. So you've got a nice long spine. Keep a good bend in your knees for this first down dog of the day. It might not be your first one. It is for me. So tailbone is nice. So it's pointing up towards the ceiling and then coming down your spine. And so we'll take an inhale into the belly, and then the exhale gathers the belly back to the spine. And you keep that, push down through the index finger and the thumb, and then we can start to pedal the feet. So 1 foot, the right foot extends, the leg extends, the left knee bends, inhale, top to the side, right knee bends, left leg extends. We'll take a few more of those. and whatever else you need. You might want to sway your bum from side to side, lengthening the side body from your armpit to your hip. Okay, and then come back to stillness. We'll take an inhale, and then on the exhale, we're going to bring the right foot between the hands, then the left foot. And we're going to be in a deep forward fold here. So you've got a real good bend in your knees, your stomach, your torso, your chest. Keep your ribs in contact with your thighs for this first deep forward fold. And you can take a hold of your elbows, frame your head. Just to give some weight to the upper body so it can ground more, find more opening between the vertebrae of the spine. So you allow the head to be heavy as it's hanging, lengthen the back of the neck. You can shake your head yes and shake it no. And then from here, we're going to very slowly roll up through the spine. The head is hanging, the arms are hanging, like a rag doll. And it's so slow, and your head is going to be the last thing to come up. And then we are up to the top of the mat in our Tadasana. So check and have a look down at your feet. Check your feet are parallel. So there could be hip distance, so they might be a bit wider, or you might like to practice with your feet together. And we're going to come into some half sun salutations from here. So your palms are facing forward, your weight is pouring down through the big toe mound, the little toe mound, and the heel of the foot. Got a softness in your knees. Your tailbone's anchoring down, your palms are wide, your arms are at the side of your body. And we'll exhale all of the air out. Inhale comes and your arms start to rise above your head. Reaching up. And they can come into prayer, and then the exhale brings that prayer down the centre of your body as your bum goes back, bending from your knees and hips. All the air out, allow your head to hang, long back of neck. And then when the inhale comes, your hands find your shins or the floor for halfway lift. Nice long spine. And then the exhale releases the upper body down. Uttanasana, and then pushing down through the feet. Inhale to rise. And the palms reach high, and then they come down through center. All of the air out. Palms back to the side of the body, facing forward, soft knees. Inhale, sweep your arms up high. They meet in prayer. Exhale, deep forward fold. Bum goes back, hands come down. Hands find your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Extend your spine nice and long. Keep your gaze down. And then exhale, releasing all the air out. Inhale, push down through your feet. Your arms rise. Nice strong legs. Hands meet in prayer. Exhale, bring your hands down through the centre of your body. Back to the side of your body, palms facing forward. Soft knees, soft shoulders, soft jaw. Exhale. All the air out. Inhale, rise your arms up high. They meet in prayer. Exhale, deep forward fold, bum back, soft knees. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, deep forward fold. We'll push down through the feet. Inhale to rise. And exhale, hands down through center. Hands back wide to the side of the body. Palms facing forward, soften your knees. Okay, so we'll come into a small vinyasa sequence next. So exhale all of your air out. Inhale, rises your arms up above your head. Palms meet in prayer. Exhale, bum back. Hands come down. And then your hands are going to frame your feet. Come down to the ground. Left foot comes back. And then you're in a high crescent lunge, and you're in a runner's lunge here. So inhale and extending that left heel towards the back of the mat, the crown to the front of the mat, the shoulders come down the back, lengthen the back of the neck. It's a nice long lunge. And then exhale that left knee down to the ground. And then the inhale brings you up. And you might want to bring that front foot in so it's more of a right angle. And then we'll inhale the arms up to the sky. And then the exhale, we're going to take the left wrist with the right hand. We'll take a very gentle side stretch to the right. And bring your left shoulder down out of your ear. So inhale, reaching through that hand. Maybe it can be a bit more up towards the ceiling. And then the exhale, so release over the side as you push down through the left knee, opening up the front of the left thigh, the left hip flexor. Inhale reaches up. And then the exhale extends over. Lovely, delicious stretch. And then inhale reaches up. And then the exhale reaches over. And then we'll inhale back up through center. We'll take a twist from here. So the inhale center. And then exhale, right hand forward, left hand back as you open up. Nice wide chest. Inhale through center. And exhale to the other side. Inhale brings you up through center. Reaching, and exhale opens you up. Inhaling through the center. And then exhale opens you up. And the next inhale through center, we'll leave the arms up. Inhale center. And then the exhale brings the left hand down to be opposite your right foot. And we'll come into a twist from here. So your left knee can be down or can come up. So I'm going to take mine up. So the inhale, nice long spine from your tailbone to the crown of the head. And then we're going to exhale and then inhale again. Reaches this right arm up to the sky. Pushing down through the left hand. Left heel's extending towards the back of the mat. Breathe into your belly. Gather your belly back to your spine. Reaching through your right fingers. Your gaze can be up towards the right fingers or down towards the mat if you need some softness in your neck. And then on the next exhale, release the back knee down. The front hand will come down. We'll come back to all fours. We'll take an inhale, a cow. And then the exhale takes your bum back to your heels and we'll push up to a downward facing dog from here. Pedaling through your feet, pushing down through the index finger and the thumb. Allowing your heart to soften down towards the ground. Your head is relaxed and softening down. And then we'll come to the second side. So we will inhale the left leg up and then exhale, bring it through. And now we're in a runner's lunge on the second side. So left foot forward, right foot back, extending through that right heel towards the back of the mat, pushing down through the heel of the left foot and just checking the alignment of that front left leg. So the left knee is above the left ankle or just behind. And we're extending nice and strongly through that right heel and the crown of the head. Long shoulders coming on the back. Take a breath in, expand, fill the back body. And then exhale. And we'll take another breath here, pushing down through that front heel, extending the back heel away. Expanding the breath and the back body. And then exhale, releasing. And then we'll bring that back knee down to the ground. We'll bring the front foot in a little bit so we've got a bit more of a right angle going on. Inhale the arms up to the sky. And then pushing down through that right knee. And then through the left heel. Then just noticing the difference from the first side that we did. And we'll inhale, reach that right hand up. The exhale, you gently take a hold of the right wrist with the left hand and we'll lean over to the left side on the exhale. And the inhales will reach up, an extension, pushing down through that right knee. And the exhale, lateral stretch over to the left.
all the air out. Inhale, extends you up. And then exhale, reaches you over. One more of those. Inhale, reaches you up. And then exhale, extends you over. Last one, inhaling up. And exhaling over. And then we'll inhale through center. The arms will stay up. The exhale will bring that right hand down to be parallel with the front left foot. And then option here to leave the back knee down, or you can extend. I'm going to extend because that's what I did on the other side. So my right heel's extending towards the back of the mat. And then next we're going to come into the twist. So my left hand is on my left knee and I'm inhaling, my gaze is down. On the exhale, my left shoulder is going to start coming onto my back. And then on the inhale, I'm going to extend this arm up towards the ceiling. Left heel's extending back. And I would like some softness in the back of my neck and my shoulder. So I'm going to look down. I'm inhaling, pushing down through that left heel, extending the right heel back, filling my belly. It's pressing against my thigh. And then the exhale, I'm gathering my belly back to the spine and pulling that left hip towards the centre of the mat. While this left arm's extending up. Pushing down through the right hand, the right foot, left heel extending away. And exhale, and one more breath. Big breath in, inhale. And then exhale, allow that hand to come down. You're now framing the front foot. And then we're going to bring that foot back and we're in downward facing dog. Oh, well done. You have a good bend in your knees, soften your neck, push down through the index finger, the thumb. Find some length through your spine, the side body. Perhaps shaking your bum from side to side. Okay, so from here, we're going to come to the top of the mat. So inhale your right leg up and exhale, bring it through. And then bring the left foot through as well. Parallel your feet and then release the upper body down over the legs. We'll push down through the feet to inhale to rise, arms sweep up. Limiting prayer, and the exhale brings them down through the centre of your body. Come on the side of the body, soften your knees. Inhale your shoulders up and then bring them down. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Just noticing the heartbeat, your breath, coming back to centre, taking a pause. Okay. From here, we'll slowly come down, but we'll come down through Malasana. So for Malasana, your feet, I'm coming back in my blanket, heels are in, your toes are out, and then you're just coming down into a squat, and then you can use cushions. I'm going to fold this one up, so I've got a bit of support underneath my bum. So I'm going to have a supported Malasana. You don't have to have a supported one, you can do it without, but it's very nice having a supported one. And then I'm going to put my hands on the inside of my knees. Well, actually, I'm not today. I'm feeling like I would like no support there today. But you can use support, it's an option. So your elbows are pushing at your knees are pushing at your elbows, and your hands are in prayer. Tailbone's anchoring down, shoulders are coming on your back, the crown of the head's rising up. And then the exhale releases everything down towards the ground. Your hands are pushing into prayer. Your knees are pushing into your elbows are pushing into your knees to the extent of how much stretch you want to achieve or you want to feel. And we'll take 3 nice breaths into the lower belly. So the inhale expands and fills your lower belly. And then the exhale releases and everything's draining down towards the ground now. And then the inhale comes and expands. And then the exhale opens up and releases everything down. Last one. Inhaling. And then releasing. And then allow your bum to come down towards the ground. And we'll extend the right leg forward. Up into the side, and then the left leg back for Janushusasana. And then we'll inhale the heart up, exhale it down over that front leg. And then the left hand can come to the outside of the right shin. So you find a little bit of a twist. So your torso, your heart's going towards your knee, the crown of your head's going towards your foot. Any amount. Just work with where you're at today. You can have a nice opening along the back of the right leg, and quite a deep stretch. And then around the lower back, especially the left side. So if you take your breath to fill the back body, around your shoulders, around the left hip, and perhaps orientating your heart a little bit towards you more on your knee as you exhale. Inhale brings you up. Extend the left leg out now and bring the right leg in, flexing that foot. Inhale your spine, tall, the crown of the head up. And then exhale, deep forward fold. Well, it might not be that deep, mine isn't that deep. And then bring your right hand to the outside of your right shin, and the left hand can be on the ground. Inhale, extends your spine. Fill your lower belly, and then the exhale softens everything down. Inhale and find a little bit of length. And then the exhale softens and releases everything down. One more of those. Inhale and finding some length. And then exhale, softening, releasing. And then the next time that you inhale up, extend both of your legs out. And we'll come into Baddha Konasana, so the soles of the feet come together, and they can be quite far away, or you can have them closer if you'd like a deeper stretch. And then just taking the muscles out from underneath your bum to the side, the meat out. And inhale your heart, put your hands onto your shins, and inhale, it's like pulling your heart through, your shoulders come on your back. And then exhale around your spine, look towards your belly button, a little cat-cow in the Baddha Konasana. Inhale, your spine extends, your heart lifts and opens, and the shoulders come on the back. And the exhale, gather your belly back to your spine, looking towards your belly button. Inhale, pulls your heart through. And then exhale. And then we're going to start to release down onto the mat, putting any socks or anything on that you would like. So your back is going to be flat down on the mat. Bring the right knee in, extend the left leg along the ground, and we'll take a twist. So your left hand goes onto your right knee, and then your right arm can be in cactus. And then the exhale, that left, it's your right knee, sorry, your right knee is going to the left. And then you're just allowing gravity to take that big thigh bone over to the extension of where it would like to be. But all the while encouraging your right shoulder blade down towards the ground. So don't take that right thigh, I'm really getting them mixed up now, my left and right, your right thigh too far, because you want your right shoulder, your right lung to be resting back down and weighting down towards the ground. And then you could put your left hand to the top of that wrist crease. Definitely losing it now. Right hip crease, and you can extend to get a little bit more length in your spine. You might get a little adjustment, a little spinal adjustment if you're lucky. Just letting everything soften on the exhale. And inhale comes. And exhale, everything softens. And then we'll bring both feet flat to the ground, nice and slowly. Extending the right leg along the ground, bring the left knee in. Taking that over to the side. Left arm out. Inhaling here. Taking your awareness into your left shoulder. Perhaps coming out the stretch a little bit to allow that shoulder to soften down. Your left arm's in cactus, the palms facing up, or your arm can be extended along the ground. Doesn't have to be in cactus. Then take your right hand to the top of the left thigh. Inhaling on the exhale, extending that towards the bottom of the mat if you'd like to give yourself a little bit more of a stretch. Elongating and creating a bit more space around the hip and the spinal muscles. The breathing muscles around the back of the heart and the lungs. Take a breath into the back of your heart and between your shoulders. And then the exhale, the shoulder blades widen and spread along the ground. We'll inhale the knees back towards center. We'll come into Shavasana from here. So we'll extending the legs long along the ground. Maybe width of the mat. Your arms can be wide, the width of the mat are wider. Take up as much space as you need. Inhale into the center of your chest, nestle your shoulders down on your back. And we'll take a breath together, a nice long inhale. Hold at the top. And then an audible sigh exhale. All the air out. We'll do one more of those. Inhale and fill in the body. And then exhaling all of the air out, audible sigh. Allowing your bones to feel heavy. Allowing the ground to support the weight of your body. Softening the muscles around your eyes. Bring the lightness between your eyebrows. Allowing your tongue to be soft and rest in the cup of your mouth. And the soft round orbs of your eyes are sinking back into your head like stones in the pond, dropping back, nothing to do apart from rest. I encourage you, if you have time and space, to lengthen the Shavasana, but for time reasons, I'm going to close the practice. If you're closing with me, come to one side and lay in the fetal position. Allow your head to rest on your arm like a pillow. So you're resting in between, like the sleeping world and the waking world, really luxuriating in this space. Taking this energy into your day, spaciousness. And bring your top hand down to meet the ground as you slowly give rise to your body. Keep your eyes closed or a very soft gaze. Finding a comfortable seat. Bringing your hands to rest on your lap or in prayer. Or if they'd like to come onto your body, you can bring a hand to your heart, one to your belly. Inhale. Exhale, bows your head to your heart, your greatest teacher. May your practices and your dedication and your devotion shine out into the world, into your community, to your family, to the people you love. Thank you for coming to practice. It's an honour to transmit these teachings. The light in me bows the light in you. Namaste. Have a great day.